Hello, you Rowan. So, I'm just going to head into it. But all I'm going to say is, Edwin Starr, war. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. And what is the first casualty of war? The truth. Now, I'm looking at society as a whole. If you look at politically in America, you've either got the Republicans or you've got the Democrats. If you look at the UK, you've either got the Tory party or the Labour Party. You've got others playing at it, but not really have the power. You look at a war that's already ongoing, Ukraine or Russia. And now you look at Israel and the Palestinians. And the way that things are reported in the mainstream media, they say to you, which side do you take? Me? I'm not taking a side. Innocents are being murdered. And the loss of one life is one life too many. So, I've told you before, politics is merely the entertainment arm of the military-industrial complex. And I will guarantee you this, for every single bomb dropped and missile fired, some defence contractor somewhere is making £1. So who paid for the 10,000 missiles that Hamas are supposed to have sent into Israel? Who paid for those? They're in Gaza, the Palestinians. They haven't got a pot to pee in. Where did they get the 10,000 missiles from? Where did they were flying in? Where did they get all that from? And if you look at the mainstream media, they're saying Iran did it, Iran did it, Iran did it. So for those that have stayed after the Savile, I'm going to give you the answer. It's called a banker's war. Because at the moment, there are only 6 central banks that the Rothschilds don't own. And I'll tell you what they are. Because by me giving you these 6 countries, you will get everything that goes on in the world ever because they want these 6 central banks. Syria, Venezuela, Hungary, Iran, Russia, and China. Just remember that. In all the things that go on, Venezuela, the Americans weren't very happy with them. Hungary is an odd one because nobody really interacts with Hungary. But there's Syria. And are you aware that China increased its ties with Syria only 2 weeks ago? Did you miss that? And look at Ukraine and Russia. They're all saying we want to escalate this. We want to deal with Russia and Vladimir Putin. Well, do you know, Vladimir Putin has a 78% acceptance rate, poll rate with the Russian people. Look at schoolboy Sonic, he's down in the 30s. So he's the second most loved president on the planet Earth. Nobody asked the Russian people, but everybody's saying, oh, Russia's evil, Russia's evil. Yeah, somebody wants their central bank. But they're not telling you that. Now, this has been going on for decades. Slowly but surely, it may take them another 20, 40, 60 years to get hold of them. They almost got Syria. I think they may have done. But they want Iran. And all of a sudden, they're saying that Iran is funding the terrorism in the Middle East. This is not going to go away. This is going to escalate. They want Iran. And Israel, quite rightly, is doing what they should do. If somebody attacks your people, you make sure that the people that have attacked you don't attack you anymore. You don't tug the tiger's tail and then expect them to go, oh, it's all right, lads. Yeah, all right. Yeah. I mean, I know some people will say, well, you know, we've got to love everybody. I understand that also. But you don't attack a country that wasn't... Israel is a nuclear power. And if I was sitting there and somebody attacked my country on behalf of my people, I would have nuked them. I wouldn't have messed around. I just would have pressed the button. Off you go. Don't fight with me, because I don't fight fair. Poof, obliterated. Nobody can live there anymore. Not for the next 1,000 years. So people are going, oh yeah, but they're really right wing. No, they're not. Oh well, they can't be left wing. They've got to be right wing. Stop putting them in a pigeonhole. Somebody's attacked, killed innocent women and children, and what should they do? Obliterate the people that have attacked them. It's easy, really easy. And all these namby-pamby pingo liberals that are sitting there going, oh, well, you know, the Palestinians have been oppressed for dozens of years. Yasser Arafat, remember him? Little fella. Where did the money go, Yasser? So all this money was flooding into the Palestinians and Yasser Arafat. He had Swiss bank accounts that only he knew the details of. And then when he shuffled off and died, he'd siphoned off a whole load of money from the Palestinians in the name of the Palestinians, and they can't find the bank accounts that he put the money in, and there was millions upon millions upon millions in Yasser Arafat's bank account that they can't find in Swiss banks, and the Swiss won't tell anybody about the bank accounts. And you think, this is evil? These scum-sucking pond life, they're sitting there in their ivory towers, skimming the money off. It's about power and money. And yet nobody talks about Yasser Arafat, and I can talk about it because I've experienced and I've studied world events for over 60 years. My dad even longer. And nobody can go, oh, really? So maybe the Palestinians need to look at little Yasser Arafat and all the tens and dozens of millions that he siphoned off. Money that was meant for them. Wasn't it the Israelis? Wasn't the Americans? It was their own people. So, this is not going away now.